Alrighty, let's get after it. 6/24/2025, 4:53 p.m. Tuesday. It is just a shout out to anyone working outside. It was a miserable day today. It was awful, but hey, we got through it. Another day. Anyways, Kyle is looking up the iCarly intro because I made a reference, and he doesn't remember the intro, which is fine, obviously.
I don't know.
I'm not hating on him for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was a huge iCarly fan. I mean, I fucking love that show, but I don't think we could play this without getting copyrighted, I imagine.
Yeah, probably. I guess just put it up to your ear.
What the fuck?
Just listen it to you. Yeah, just mute your mic. That'd be fine. That's fine. This is for copyright purposes. Oh, yeah. Okay, start at 5. And then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, we had massive news. I guess pretty massive, depending on if you're really into the sport. Right after we finished recording Saturday, Jon Jones announced his retirement. He basically flexed on how rich he is and how we're all poor. Because, he said he doesn't leave his house for anything less than $100,000. So, hey, props to you. But, arguably the GOAT in the UFC, Kyle says he's not.
No.
I know.
Didn't know what the fuck. I'm like, do not twist my words. How did you get that out of that?
No, I'm just joking. He said a lot of smooth brain people with with room temperature IQs have made that comment because he ducked Aspinall.
Yeah, there's just people saying that. Just really, I guess, more people saying that he ducked Aspinall is not so much that he's not the GOAT, but like he's not ducking Aspinall, dude. He's not. It's Tom Aspinall is very good, but it's a lose-lose for Jon Jones, truly, because Jon Jones is already undebatably, right? Or debated. No, there's not even a debate. It's undebatably.
There's no debate.
Undebatably,
yeah.
He is the greatest fighter in the UFC ever. Hands down.
You heard it here.
He has one loss, and it's by a bullshit disqualification for a fucking 12-6 elbow. It was lame as shit. He's undefeated. He's beat literally every single person. He's moved up to heavyweight. He's walked through Cyril Gane too. He's walked through Stipe Miocic. He has made every single fight basically look easy that he's ever had, except for I think Alex Gustafsson has been the only one who gave him any type of flack one fight. But other than that, he's dominated. He has nothing else to fucking prove as a 37-year-old who also hasn't been fighting that much in recent years, compared to Aspinall, who's been running through the heavyweight division. And all right, Aspinall he's really, really good. But if Jon Jones takes that fight and he wins, well, everyone already calls you the greatest of all time, so you're not going to gain anything there.
That is true.
He's already loaded, like he said. So,
and if he loses, he tarnishes his reputation.
Yeah, he's not going to gain anything by winning money-wise. And if he loses, then everyone's going to be like, yeah, wow, he got beat by Aspinall, and they're just going to shit-talk it. It's so why would he do it? Why would he take it?
No, that's valid. Honestly, very valid.
I seen a decent amount of tweets about people being like, wow, can't believe he's ducking him like this and this and that. He's so scared Aspinall could actually beat him and this and it's Jon Jones has never been afraid of anybody. He is, like I said, walked through every single person he's faced, so I don't think he's afraid of Tom Aspinall.
Except maybe Chandler, who's mentally unstable. Maybe. I don't know. Actually, that was actually a shower thought that I was thinking of the other. I think did he delete his Instagram? I'm trying to find Chandler Jones.
He's not the. Oh yeah, he's the crazy one, right?
Yeah, he's the one.
I mean, they're all kind of fucking nuts,
lost his marbles.
Yeah, he's put out some questionable videos in the past.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look up
CTESPN.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what he's up to. Okay, well, there's a apparently this is like actually like new news. Former San Jose State football star Chandler Jones, who is completely not the same Chandler Jones.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Why would they refer to him as a San Jose football?
Well, it's because this guy died. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it was the one you were looking for, I'm saying, like, why would it be referencing him at San Jose State and not, like, Oakland Raiders?
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's another thing,
That's
too, right?
crazy.
John Jones comes from literally a family of nothing but winners.
Yeah, like very successful people.
Yeah. I mean, his brothers are literally Chris Jones and Chandler Jones. Like, what are we talking about, dude? It's an insane family.
I'm not Chris Jones. That's not true. His brother's not Chris Jones.
He's not related to Chris Jones?
No.
Who the fuck am I thinking of that? Oh, I know he has a third brother.
Arthur?
Is that it? Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's damn. I swore he was related to Chris Jones. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'll take the blame for it. I'll take the heat.
Arthur Jones he did play in the NFL. He played for the Colts.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm like, I know he had two brothers. And
Yeah.
I swore both of them were in the NFL. For some reason, I don't know why the fuck I thought it was Chris Jones, other than the last name. The obvious reason, last name. But
that's
well,
I mean,
whatever. I don't
I'm
give
not
a
going to
fuck.
say that you're racist, but you're kind of racist. No, I'm joking.
Hey, you see this? Unfazed. Don't care.
What was I going to lead into next? Oh, speaking of unfazed and don't care, OKC fans obviously don't seem to care that their team just won the NBA Finals.
I don't know if OKC cares that they won the NBA Finals. Dude, that was like legit the lamest finish.
Okay, I don't know necessarily. I get where people are coming from. I 100% agree. Like, they're not really, like, hyped up, freaking out, jumping around. I don't know. It was definitely weird. But I truly think people are, like, blowing it somewhat out of proportion. They're just like, the NBA Finals has lost all of its aura. It means nothing to win anymore. It's like, look at this. It's just like, I mean, what do you want them to do? Like, start throwing their jerseys and, like, going in the crowd? Like, okay, when they jump into the crowd, people are going to attack them.
I mean, but it doesn't have to be that crazy, but it does, like...
I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Somebody literally worded it, like, perfectly. They showed the both reactions. They're like, how come when the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup for the second time in a row, they celebrate like they've never won a hockey game before, but then the Oklahoma City Thunder win the NBA Finals and they celebrate like they just won Game 4?
No, yeah, I get it. It's just, it was obviously a big difference. It's just, I don't know. But then if they celebrate too much and they are too excited, people are like, that's just so people would definitely come out and say that's just so disrespectful the way they did that.
There's always gonna be morons that would be like, oh, they had an easy path, they get fucking like there's people that still say that now and it's not gonna change. It was strange, like, and they're just like every single guy in the team. It wasn't like it was just one guy like, oh wow, they're like SGA, like, oh, the star is like real chill about this. It's like, no, the entire team is very like, okay, yeah, wow, man, we did it. Team.
Maybe
like,
it was a script because obviously you saw that they had like their parade buses already like ready before the game started.
Yeah, that of course. Like, of course. I seen that too. I'm like, come on, dude. People can't really believe this is like, oh, this is why it's scripted. It's like, yeah, the same reason they have T-shirts and hats and shit ready to go. They don't print them right after the game ends.
Yeah,
they're like ready to go.
The newspaper. When they have like the newspaper too.
Exactly.
Like, okay, well that's already it's pre-made.
Which is why little Nigerian children right now are currently wearing Indiana Pacers 2025 NBA Finals champs. Like,
they're wearing Packers NFC Conference champs. They're wearing
they're wearing Chiefs Super Bowl, fucking Super Bowl 60. I mean, yeah, it is so funny, but I mean that's how it is. And not only that, like when it ended,
they think the Oilers are the greatest team on earth, probably.
Probably.
In recent years, they're just like, these guys are nuts.
Yeah, back-to-back years. Someone said it like it's like an alternate reality for people, like children in Africa, because of, like they know the exact opposite of every person who's ever won.
They somehow finally just make it to the States. They're like, wait, what are you talking about?
Every single fact is wrong. Like, who won the 2016 World Series? They're like, Cleveland Indians. Nope.
Yeah.
But I even said it to Stephanie because she came over to watch it, and I'm like, the game ended, and I'm like, I guess that's all they had a budget for, huh? In the small market, how they had like 6 streamers fall from the ceiling, and like it looked like one guy took like 5 pieces of computer paper and threw it for confetti. I'm like, where the fuck is the confetti and everything? Like, what is this?
That's insane. That was insane.
And then the lack of celebration, and then the fact now everyone's kind of not like ragging on, but people are pointing out it is interesting how young they are. That none of them are like into drinking. So there was like 2 beers drank, and the entire the whole locker room was full of alcohol.
Yeah,
still,
I get it.
None of them knew how to open the champagne because they're all too young.
I think it might be a new wave too, to be honest.
Yeah,
with like new like young athletes, they're like
young people in general. There's actually like right now, I forget what the number is because I just heard this too.
They're just like not putting bad things in their body, which is like it's fire. I mean, I would say I definitely am on that. Like food wise, trying to like cut out like really bad things for you, like dyes and all that stuff. But alcohol, I think that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I tell that to Jason Tatum's. Well, his Achilles too. I'm sure he drinks alcohol, but tell that to Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles.
Everyone who tore their Achilles in the playoffs was number 0.
What, 4 people?
Right. I saw Dame, Tatum, and Halliburton. Those are the only 3 I saw.
I thought there was a 4th, but I could be wrong.
There could
even if it's only 3, nonetheless, 3 guys to tear their Achilles in the NBA playoffs is insane.
I knew we could honestly just get into the game in itself. So I did watch it. I
would hope so.
I watched until like the 4th, probably like 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I'm like, all right, I'm getting tired, and OKC's kind of starting to run away with this. Turnovers were happening, and it was just it fell apart. But we'll get into that part. But Halliburton, as soon as like they showed like the slow motion, you see like his calf just like kind of like just
reverberate.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well his Achilles is gone. I mean, we've seen this in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was actually like the one who I can now point it out because of Aaron Rodgers, obviously. Mm-hmm. After you've seen that, you're just like, damn, that really sucks. I mean, and I'm going to sound really awful for this, but I promise you I don't mean it in a bad way. It's like athletes in general. Every time I see it, it's not funny that they're getting injured, but like their reaction, and I get it, like they react that way because like they're passionate and it probably really fucking hurts. But like when he's sitting there like hitting the ground and like his face, I'm like I start laughing because it's like it just like looks like a child. Yeah. But I get it. I'm not like
I know what
I'm not trying to make it out a bad way. It's just like you just laugh. Like when you see someone get like really injured, it's just like
you're like, just shitty. It's all right. I mean, you could just be honest. You're just a shitty person, dude. You just wish the worst on people.
No, I don't. I definitely don't. But it did suck because honestly,
that changes everything.
Yeah, if Halliburton is playing in that game, we're probably Indy's probably having 20 people out there instead of OKC.
I legitimately think if Halliburton played that game, it'll be forever one of the biggest what ifs
because he was torching. I mean, he was like on an absolute
9 points in 7 minutes, 3 for 4 from 3, right, and he never comes out firing like that. Like he usually just kind of plays the slow game and like end of the game hits like a few clutch shots and shit, and like him as a facilitator for the rest of the team as like getting assists, helping with everything. Like it just. They only lost by 12 points without their best player.
No, I agree.
Which is kind of nuts. Like that's why I think, like legit, I do think they probably would have won.
That's why I was thinking, like what I was alluding to was they were like Siakam and everyone coming off the bench was like giving them a run. Like
TJ McConnell.
Yeah, TJ McConnell was, he was scaring them. I'm sure they definitely had their buttholes puckered. Mm-hmm. But they just seemed like halfway through the 4th quarter, the Pacers started to get kind of sloppy.
It was after halftime because the Pacers were leading by 1 going into the half, and then
they were like still like neck and neck. It was still like pretty close the entire time. Then the 4th quarter is when it really started to pull away.
Yeah, the third quarter though, the Pacers had like 7 turnovers in the 3rd quarter alone. They ended up with 22 turnovers. Like you're just
not good.
You're not going to win a game like
game
that.
7.
Except for one. I think they won 1 game where they had more than 20 turnovers, and that was like game 1 or some shit, which is insane. But
I mean, yeah, it was really good up until the end. I was like, damn, like this is actually like a really, really good game.
That's how the whole series was. Like, other than Game 6, really, when the Pacers kind of blew out OKC. Yeah. Like, other than that, every single game of that series was phenomenal to watch.
Also, anyone who was hating on Caruso for trying to get that putback, eat shit. That was awesome. I mean, granted, it missed, but that would have been, like, highlight of the finals if he makes that. It was a great effort because I've talked to you about it. Tony has mentioned it. the lack of like offensive rebounds is insane.
Was that me and you talking about this recently, or no? It's actually I was talking to someone at work about this.
I know we talked about it on one of our more recent
Yeah,
episodes.
yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Caruso was kind of on one himself. I mean, I don't know how many like his stat line finishing up, but I feel like every time he was at the 3-point line, he was kind of draining it.
It's hard for me to say because I did miss probably.
I'm just gonna look it up.
I missed the third quarter and probably about half of the fourth quarter because I fell asleep. I had a long ass day. I got up at like 6 a.m. and attended the Cubs game. You know, like left at like 9:30 in the morning. Got there 2 hours early. Did get the Michael Busch bobblehead, which is sick, by the way. Yes, and I got like super sunburned, and I pounded like 12 beers at the game. So
As one does.
it was like a fucking 100 degrees. It
As
was.
one does.
Yeah. Got to stay hydrated. You know, I did have like 6 waters in between that though. I was drinking a lot of fluids. So
I'm trying to look this up. So just based off of this, he had 32 minutes, 10 points, 4 for 10. So actually, that's not that good, as I remember. 3 rebounds though.
whoa.
So not great, but I feel like he was a very vital part in that. I felt like I kept seeing him all around the court.
He was a very vital part. He was a vital part to that team in the playoffs in general, let alone the finals. Like,
He taught them how to open champagne bottles.
He did.
And then he comes out and he says, I finally got a real one.
Yeah.
I did like that. I was like, okay, that's pretty funny.
I like that too. Yeah. And he's like, now no one can talk shit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good move. Yeah, it's a bummer that happened to Tyrese.
No, that
sucks. It really sucks. Like you were saying, it's funny. I asked this question. I was like, just in general, asking about it today at work. Actually, same thing. Like watching his reaction to that, I'm like, I wonder. It's hard to compare it because of this exact moment was literally like the peak of what your entire life has been working towards.
Yeah, 100%.
It's Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and you're only 25. You know, it's like this is everything you've ever wanted. You've hit the most clutch shots through these playoffs. Like you were waiting for this moment, and that happens. I could see why he's fucking screaming and pouting and slapping the floor and shit. But I'm like, does tearing your Achilles is the pain difference that bad? Like any certain way you tear it, or is it people's different pain tolerances? Because like Rodgers tore his, and he just like sat on the ground. He like stood up. Remember, he went to walk, and he's like. Yeah. And he just sat down and just like laid back and then just like sat there. And Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles in a game and fucking shot the next.
His ACL.
I'm pretty sure it was his Achilles.
How much do you want to bet? I just watched the video.
I'll bet you $1. I just watched the video too. He tore his Achilles. I'll bet I'm about 95% positive. He shot 2 free throws afterwards and then walked off the court.
That's actually a good point though. That. I wanted to bring up, and I was actually thinking about, was when, hold up. No, actually, you're right. Okay, I thought it was ACL.
No. I knew it was I've seen the video, like, a bunch of different times, and that's the reason I fucking remembered it, is because he made 2 free throws and then walked himself off. So I'm like...
R.I.P.
So is it different for everybody? I mean, are some people just that tough? Or is it the magnitude of the moment? It's kind of hard.
Probably both, if I had to assume.
Yeah.
I would assume probably both are in play.
Yeah.
We're going to finish up on NBA stuff. Like, keep going. But there's a thought that I'm trying to remember. The only reason why I say that is because I'm trying to keep this thought in my head and make sure I don't forget. But obviously...
It's not about the NBA?
No, it's not.
Okay.
We'll get to
Just shoot it out. Who cares?
Well, okay. So I was talking about this at work. I was like, out of all professional athletes, I think baseball players have like the most aura. Like the baseball players are the coolest, in my opinion. And one of the guys is like, yeah, that's actually like. He's like, why? I'm like, I don't know, dude. They're just like cool. They got cool hair. If you're good, like you just like have like, you just look kind of badass. I think baseball players are just cool. And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, I guess he's like. NFL players are pretty cool, but the problem is, like, you don't see their face.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that definitely plays a factor. I'm like, honestly, I never thought about it that way. I mean, I think, like, NFL players are like, yeah, they're badass, but, yeah, it's right. They're wearing a helmet. You don't see their face, so...
I would also say, too, to that is, like, with baseball, it's kind of... like, every guy is singled out.
Yeah.
Like when it's you're batting, all the focus is on you and the pitcher.
Yeah.
When you're at shortstop, they immediately pan to the shortstop when the ball is hit there or out any position. So you kind of have like all eyes on you when you jack a fucking home run or hit a double or whatever, like a big RBI. It doesn't. Where in football, there's always 22 guys on the screen virtually. It feels like.
No, yeah, it was actually
face mask. That's a good point. Yeah, you don't get to see their face,
and that's why it made me think of it when we were talking about like Halliburton, his facial expressions and all that. It's kind of like a roundabout way. Made me think about that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, because you get to see like up close and personal really with basketball a lot.
And granted, I'm not saying basketball players aren't cool. Like people say, well, you can see their faces, but like I think it's sometimes kind of cheesy when they're sitting there like make a big shot. Like granted, it's hype. Obviously, they're hyped up. It's awesome. But when they're sitting there and they're like flexing and stuff, like if it's like a guy built like Chet Holmgren, like obviously the guy weighs like 250 pounds, but it's because he's 7'6". But it's like, dude, you're like really skinny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
He is weird looking.
Yeah, no,
he is awesome, but he is weird looking, dude. He is built. I don't even want to say like an alien because like Wembanyama's built like an alien. That dude looks. Yeah. He looks like he's from another planet. Chet Holmgren looks like he was. Chet Holmgren looks like he would be one of the children of the people from The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie.
Yeah, so an inbred.
kind of inbred. Yeah, it's like. You know what Chet Holmgren looks like? You ever seen the movie House of a Thousand Corpses?
No.
He reminds me of Tiny from House of a Thousand Corpses. Give that a Google. That is fucking...
It's just like... Yeah, I don't know. I just think baseball players are just cool.
Yeah, I would agree.
I've always said, like, if I could be like a professional athlete, I'd probably want to be a baseball player.
Yeah, I would. That's what I always wanted to be when I was a kid.
Tons of money. If you're good, you can obviously make tons of money.
Yeah, shitload of money.
NBA, though, it's all guaranteed money.
Yeah, that is one plus.
You get all guaranteed.
But
obviously, thanks to Sean Watson, you ruined that for the NFL.
Lot more FaceTime though if you make an MLB roster.
Oh, 100%.
It seems like I mean you got 9 guys that you could guarantee yourself in the lineup, whereas like on a basketball team they're usually like they're worried about like 2 of the players.
And like load management, I think that's kind of corny. But baseball players have off days, but baseball players are also playing 162 games.
Exactly. Which also, here's another argument. Before we go on to much more on NBA news and kind of transition out of the finals talk, I seen some moron talking about he was like, Jason Tatum tears his Achilles, and now Tyrese Halliburton tears his Achilles. He's like, he's 25 only, blah, blah. He goes, maybe this 82-game season is too much.
Oh my God.
These young guys are pushing themselves too hard. And I'm like, that is such a soft-ass take. That is terrible take. Like,
terrible
what
take.
are you... Like, put that one back in the bag and just pretend you never said that to anybody and pretend you never even thought of that, because it's
going on the
absurd.
internet and saying that. The guy probably got dragged to the coals.
I wish I could remember the exact tweet. I didn't even screenshot it because I seen it and I got pissed off. I'm like, they're already pussies as it is.
Yeah. And
you're like, shorten the seat. Oh, dude, I was infuriated, but I just scrolled on by. And big news, get off the finals, I guess, and talk about next year's finals. The Phoenix Suns traded Kevin Durant, to the Houston Rockets in return for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and the number 10 pick in this year's draft, and 5 second-round picks.
The Rockets are like, one of them's got to hit. The original OKC Big Three. One of them's got to hit. We've had Harden, Russ, now we got KD.
Yeah. KD's definitely the best out of the 3.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. State has stayed longevity-wise and performance-wise has stayed the most relevant.
Yeah.
I mean, Harden's had his moments, but not what he used to be.
No, KD's been like the most elite for the longest time.
And he still is. He's still really, really good.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I don't think he's like washed by any means. But it is nuts to me that people are still out there like, if we can get him, like the way that they're like, any team that gets Kevin Durant is primed to run for a championship. It's like, well, I mean, what about the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot of talent outside of him too. So
tons.
What happened? Like, Houston's good. They have a good team. I'm Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green going. That kind of stinks. But if they can make a good pick, a couple good, well, fuck, 6 good picks. If they can make 6 good picks, and that, most importantly, that number 10 pick, it'll be interesting to see. But I just don't think that guarantees them like a run at the finals this year just because of Kevin Durant. Like, he's great, but it's like,
I mean, he would have. One guy can't carry an entire team. I mean, that's just not how it works.
No.
You just lock him down. There you go. Sorry. If everyone else sucks and you lock him down, you're cooked.
Yeah, pretty much. Or you... Who was that? Or you go with the other method, which I think it was... fuck, who did it? I think it was against Luka. Can't remember what team they were playing, and they were like, oh, yeah, the game plan. They're like, just let him score 55. Just lock down the rest of the team. Go ahead, let him put up 60. The rest of the team's only going to score 13. It's like...
It's valid.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it, too, because those guys are probably easier to lock down than trying to... Especially if you're facing someone like, say, maybe SGA, where you can't even breathe near the guy without getting a foul call. That's another thing. That officiating back in the finals there, that Game 7, it was a little questionable. Some fishy shit going on. I mean...
Officiating is always a factor, dude.
Or like TJ McConnell literally getting his wrist held, like his whole arm held by Case and Wallace, and he's like looking, he's dribbling and looking at the ref like, yo, what the fuck is... You're not going to call this? It's like, what are we doing? I mean, there was some questionable shit in that game. It's like, all right, it seems like a little bit of home cooking here for... Well, whatever. That's,
shout out our friends from OKC. I'm sure they're really happy right now.
Yeah, shout out to them. I mean, yeah, props to them. Either way, no matter who won this one, I mean, obviously I prefer the Pacers, but no matter what, it was still very exciting. It was 100%. Awesome, and I'm happy that I actually got to enjoy some basketball instead of being just like, this shit sucks, and just turn it off and not care. Yeah, and then in other news, did you see, I think this was today actually, Boston Celtics traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers. Yeah. They got Anthony Simmons and 2 second-round picks.
Yeah, I'd seen that.
That seems kind of criminal. Anthony Simmons is good. And 2 second-round picks? Okay. But Drew Holiday is like literally one of the best defensive players in the league. I mean, look what he just did last year in the finals. Like, lockdown defense. Yeah, this guy is fucking unbelievably good. But...
it's just bad organizations being bad organizations, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Granted, I'm saying that Boston's a bad organization. I'm just saying organization making bad moves, I should say. I'll backpedal on that statement.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see what happens with them this year, too, being that Tatum's going to be out the whole year. That's another thing that sucks for the Pacers, that, like, Halliburton's out all next year now. Like, that sucks.
No, yeah, it's awful.
It's like not even, the thought of even after, like, if they did lose and he didn't get hurt, the thought of even, like, all right, we'll try and run it back next year, especially after they already lost in the Eastern Conference Final last year. You make it all the way to the finals this year, and then to be like, damn, we got to try and make it all the way back again. That is so hard to do, let alone now, like, he's not playing, so how do the Pacers feel? It's like, well, do we even try to run it back, or do we just kind of, like, you know, we're going to do our best, but,
yeah,
like, it's not going to happen, dude.
Yeah, we're going to tank.
Yeah.
Trade everyone away.
That'd be hilarious.
Fire sale.
They go Detroit Pistons, win like fucking 12 games next year.
Awful. Terrible. Team should be punished for being that ass. Just saying.
I agree.
Ownership should.
And then also, I don't know if you've seen, this was earlier today as well, like around 2 o'clock. Pelicans traded C.J. McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second-round pick to the Washington Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the number 40 pick.
I did not see that.
Yeah, that's I mean, I don't even know how to feel about that. I guess the only positive I would take out of that was at least Jordan Poole's getting out of Washington. Good on him.
Yeah, that's where my knowledge of the NBA stops, so I don't really have much to say on that.
Yeah, Jordan Poole got kind of, after he got punched in the face by Draymond, then basically they just ditched Jordan Poole. They're like, yeah, you're like really good. You look like you're Steph 2.0, basically. They're like, all right, we're going to send you to the worst team in the NBA. And they're like, go to the Wizards. And he played as good as he could there, but that team fucking stinks. So good for him for going to the Pelicans now, where he can watch Zion eat fucking 2 dozen donuts on the bench.
Heck yeah.
I mean, at first, as soon as I read this tweet earlier and seen that it said the New Orleans Pelicans, I'm like, holy fuck, they traded Zion. Holy shit, it happened. No one seen it coming. But Yeah, now CJ McCollum's really good though. He's kind of underrated, in my opinion. But I think that was all the trades that I've seen that happened so far. At least who knows? Shit might be happening right now.
Probably, dude. Honestly,
because the draft is right now. Wait, no, today's Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
The draft's tomorrow. The NBA draft is tomorrow. I will try to watch it.
I will not. I'll just go ahead and say that right now.
I'm kind of interested.
I'll follow it on X, but I definitely won't watch it.
I'm kind of interested to see how the NBA does their draft. Like, I've never watched the NBA draft, obviously, considering I'd never even watched the NFL draft really until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was really just because of Caleb.
Yeah, and I did watch this year's NFL draft. I actually watched the most of it this year, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then also looking forward to maybe trying to watch check out the MLB draft. I've never done that either.
It's like in season, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's in July, if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah, I think 20 days out. So 19 days out now.
Nice.
What else you got?
Oh shit! You know what? I meant to mention this. This would have been perfect when we were talking about it earlier. When we were talking about the UFC, did you see that Ben Askren is like about to die in the hospital?
Oh yeah, I did see that. It's like he's like in really bad shape. I don't know even exactly what is wrong with him.
He got a really bad staph infection, and apparently he's been in a coma for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and he needs like a life-saving lung transplant.
Jesus.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Where did that come from?
T's and P's for him.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, that's
awful.
That is crazy. Like, I had no clue. And this guy at work that watches UFC a lot was asking me yesterday. He said, "You hear about Ben Askren?" I'm like, "No, what?" And like thinking something stupid is gonna happen. He said that. I was like, "Whoa,
that's awful."
Like, yeah, that is awful.
That is actually awful.
Yeah, hopefully he gets it through that. But I did kind of. This is like you laughing at Halliburton for fucking swimming on the ground and screaming the way he was. This is the equivalent. It's not, I don't think it's wrong or bad or anything, but it is kind of like funny in a weird sense of Dana White like pushed a bunch of people and like started a like a donation for him and is like pushing, like there's been so many people like donating money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's kind of funny that like 3 years ago we just watched this guy make like tens of millions of dollars to get knocked out by Jake Paul. Like this guy's
right. Yeah,
this guy's fucking loaded, and it's like he needs a lung transplant. Donate money. It's like, well, do we need to donate money, or does he fucking maybe still have money? Because he just made a lot. Like very recent, we all just watched that happen.
He made $500K fighting Jake Paul.
No, he made more than that. There was more than that involved.
That's what it says, dude.
No, because the whole reason that everyone's saying that he took that was because he needed the fucking bag because he was done with in the UFC because that was after he got knocked out by Masvidal and
you can never actually trust these like stupid.
Is that the AI thing?
No, there was like a different one, but you can never really trust like, dude. ESPN literally said that it was $500K that he made for fighting Jake Paul.
That's insane. That can't be fucking right.
I don't know.
I know that number is not right.
But like these stupid like when you Google someone's net worth and it just says like, oh, this is what they're worth. Like a bunch of websites. Well, apparently he has an estimated net worth of $1 million. That's what like 3 different ones have just said. I just wanted to look up to see like actually how much he's worth.
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe he was just like really bad with his money. Maybe he's like AP.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm like just completely wrong, but I swore that fucking fight brought in like a shitload of money. Maybe I'm thinking of like the Tyson fight.
Like
that
one definitely brought
he got paid a lot,
a ton of money. But I don't know how many people were excited to watch. I mean, the Askren fight was kind of like the one. I didn't even know that one was going on, if I'm being honest. I just remember going on Twitter at the time and like saying that he knocked him out, and everyone's like, "Congrats, you knocked out a washed-up old UFC fighter."
Yeah. See, that's what I'm like blown away. So apparently at UFC 239, when he got knocked out, when he got kneed in the face by Jorge Masvidal, it's like one of the craziest knockouts of all time, tied for the fastest knockout of all time. He got paid $210,000 for that. It's like, why would you? I know he made more money on that fucking Jake Paul fight. I remember hearing like
Maybe, dude.
because that's why everyone was like, dude, this is all he's doing it for. He's not even because they were like, he's not even training. He don't give a fuck. He came out, he looked fat and he was slow, and he got KO'd like right away. It was people were like, yeah, he just wanted the bag. I don't think the bag is considered $500,000 when you're
That's
making
not the bag.
200 already.
No, yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to him. I did think, yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
T's and P's.
It sucks.
It definitely does. It's awful.
I had one quick thing on the NHL, if I could touch on that quick
Sure, go ahead.
before we jump into baseball, which has been just continues to be the most fun thing maybe ever.
I truly have not seen anything that intriguing.
Oh,
If I'm being honest, but I haven't been on Twitter that much lately. It's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. I've been slacking. I've just been busy.
I haven't been much on. Well, I have a little bit, but I've been watching so much baseball. So, but in NHL news, Duncan Keith getting inducted to the Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
I did see that actually today.
Yeah. Over 1,100 games, 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Norris trophies. I mean, the guy was a fucking badass. Played 1,192 games. He ranks among Blackhawks defensemen. He's an all-time leader in games played. He ranks second in assists with 520, second in points with 625, ranks third in goals with 105, and he leads all Blackhawks defensemen in postseason games played, 135, assists, 68, and points, 86, and ranks fourth with 18 playoff goals. Phenomenal career. Hats off to you. Boy, do I miss watching that team. I miss watching that team so much. And it's funny because they recently have been brought up because of people talking about like how good legitimately people are saying, like hockey fans and hockey people around really since Florida won it again this year, that like this Panthers team actually might be one of the greatest teams of all time. Like
I believe him.
all around, like every aspect of their game. And it's funny because I seen who was it? God damn it, I can't remember who it was. Someone from the Blackhawks. Might have been Versteeg. It was somebody talking about, like, someone from the old Blackhawks teams. They're like, that 2010 Blackhawks team needs to get remembered a lot more often. They're like, that team was so fucking good. They're truly one of the, probably, if not arguably, the greatest team of all time. I'm like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that argument. So it's cool they've been getting brought up, like, more and more with that going on.
Oh, yeah. Represent for Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. Something good in Chicago, at least.
Yeah, I would say just definitely because obviously everything else is, cheeks.
Hey, good news in Chicago. Here's some more good news in Chicago. You didn't see this, did you?
Noah Syndergaard?
Yeah. That's good news.
We'll see.
You guys need pitching.
Yeah, we need a lot of things, but
I mean, I don't know how he is anymore, but
noodle arm.
yeah, I mean, man, he was so good though.
He was legit. He was very legit.
He used to be like legitimately scary.
Yeah.
He is so scary
Yeah.
good. How old is he now? He's got to be like fucking 33.
Let's find out. Let's hop on the old Google. He is 32.
32. Okay.
Yep. For let's see. When was the last time he played a game? 2023.
I was going to say probably 23, I think.
Yeah.
What were his stats?
He had 6 starts, 1 win, 2 losses. 1 win, 2 losses. A 5.4 ERA.
Oof.
Yeah. He had, 6 games.
And then he clearly got hurt.
Yeah, 6 starts.
What, do you need fucking Tommy John or something?
You really can't base anything off of that. Yeah, I believe so. That sounds right. Yeah, not great.
No. Well,
But
he's in the minors for the Sox, so we'll
see what happens.
Maybe he can make his way back up and career
Potentially.
resurgence.
I saw a video because we were talking about Trevor Bauer. I actually saw a video of him in Japan getting absolutely
Shelled.
nuked on. That was a bad look. I was thinking like
It's going to happen,
no,
though.
yeah,
That's why
people
it's
have
so
their
funny.
days. They definitely have their days. I just thought it was funny because we were just talking like, damn, yeah, he's definitely still like, he'd do fine in the MLB. Bring him back.
Yeah.
Then just like a couple of days later, I'm watching a video of him getting absolutely clapped on.
Yeah, he would 100%. I still stand by what I said. I think he'd still be great in the MLB.
I don't
It's
disagree.
funny. People want to post that video like as soon as he does bad.
People love hating on him.
Because this has happened before.
Oh,
Yes, they do.
Definitely has. People love hating on him.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
every time he has a bad game, people post it and they're like,
just
"Yeah, fucking
look at that guy. That guy
Trevor."
sucks. That guy sucks.
But he posts like nine straight videos in a row of him going, like 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, and people just crickets. it's pretty funny. They're like, I don't want to get into all that, but
where the haters at?
yeah, pretty much.
Nevertheless,
Well, speaking of, not really haters, I guess, but we were talking about how Red Sox fans were haters on Rafael Devers.
that's something we need to bring up. That's actually a great point. Did you
All
see
right.
Matt's comment on Spotify?
Oh, no, I didn't.
He was very passionate, and I loved that. Thank you, Matt. That was awesome. I meant to
Perfect.
respond to it last episode,
All right.
and I forgot.
Well, Rafael Devers' first home run as a Giant came against the Red Sox.
I did. Yes,
So
I've
that's
seen
pretty
that.
sick. It's pretty funny, I think.
Okay, so I think you're gonna agree with him here, and I do agree with you, dude. Okay, I will say I was
Sounds like
wrong.
you don't.
I will say I was wrong, and I really agree. You made a very good point. He says, "I'm a Red Sox fan, and you say they suck because they traded a player who was unwilling to help them out after their first baseman went down with a season-ending injury. Their $31 million player isn't willing to help out the team because he's got a stick up his ass. Why? Because the Red Sox signed Alec Bregman, who is arguably a top 5 third baseman in the MLB. Devers had to play DH, nothing else, DH, and he's mad to sit on a bench and hit for $31 million. Get the fuck out of here." Matt
Yeah.
cooked us. And honestly, at least cooked me. I like that. I want that kind of engagement. And I promote that. Thank you. Thank you for putting me in my place as a loyal fan, as you should, because that's what you should do as a loyal fan. And we love you for that.
I'm glad to see someone commented because I kind of forgot to look because no one's been commenting in the last
Engagement
while.
has been a very all-time low.
Yeah, well, that's because sports have been so good. People have not had any time to be really listening to podcasts
That is
because
very
there's
true.
been basketball, hockey, fucking baseball's been awesome.
Very
Golf
true.
is just fired up. I'm not a golf guy, but I know golf's kind of going and having its days right now. I'm
We'll be
sure
talking
Tony
about
P.
that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got something coming, cooking for that. But
100%.
yeah, that's basically what I was. It's like,
No, I honestly,
I mean, the
like,
guy-
honestly got kind of fired. I was really just more upset because like the Red Sox have gotten rid of so many studs.
it's because you said you look at the Mookie Betts thing.
That's
You
honestly
look-
the biggest blemish. That's
know-
the biggest one.
You want to know what's really funny is right after that happened, I seen. I'm gonna look his stats up because I want to just point it out. But right after we were talking about like the Mookie Betts thing, and then you mentioned Xander Bogaerts. That same night, I went home on Twitter, and fucking Padres fans were like, "The fucking Xander Bogaerts thing is the worst thing that we've done in the
I did
last
see
like
the
how
same
many
thing.
years." They're like, "Please get rid of him," and I was like,
did-
"What?"
I did see the same thing. I was like, damn, like I look like a clown saying this.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do and you don't, like, only just in the sense of, like, he's just not doing what we always thought he was going to do. But, I mean, originally, that trade was insane because Xander Bogaerts was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
He's batting .249 this year. He's got 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, 52 strikeouts, 29 walks. I mean,
Nice, dude. You're a 7-hole hitter. That's awesome.
yeah,
You
that's
get paid a
exactly.
bag.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Yeah,
that's actually
that's
really
brutal.
funny, too.
Brutal.
Um,
I'm just getting community noted left and right. This is bad.
Yeah, you're good. Did you see Denzel Clark made another catch?
No, I didn't.
Bruh.
I said, dude, I haven't been on X lately. It's
Oh
tragic.
my. He made another, like something you can't even believe. I mean, he's like sprinting through to left center and lays full out. Superman lays out for a ball. Diving catches it like this far from the ground, just fully extended. I mean, it was truly amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball is just everything is going right in baseball right now, I think.
The only thing I've seen really like big baseball wise that I thought like, actually like intrigued me was I found it has to be a Cardinals fan. They're just like a hate page.
Speaking of Cardinals.
Oh, nice. Is that your
Yeah. I got my bird feeder
birdhouse?
with the camera.
It's
yeah.
awesome. It's actually awesome. He makes like hate posts He made one of PCA over the weekend, like the bad fly ball or whatever that he missed. But then he made another one of Ellie De La Cruz. He's like, Ellie De La Cruz, fastest man on earth, inside the park home run. And it was a video of him like getting gunned by like he was out by like 20 feet.
Yeah.
He just starts jogging and just like shoulders drop and he just like gets tagged and then walks towards the dugout. But yeah, it's like a card. I don't remember the name of the page. I'm sure I could probably.
That's funny because they're playing the Cardinals right now. Today and yesterday, they got fucking lit up
I
by
did
them
see
yesterday.
that.
We actually
We got smoked by the D-backs yesterday too.
Yeah.
The White Sox did.
Yeah, it was virtually the same game.
Yeah, it was very brutal.
Yeah, it was. They Ben Brown got absolutely shelled.
He got sent down actually. I just saw that he just got sent down to AAA.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. We optioned him to AAA. He it did not look good, man.
Go find your stuff, dude, because you ain't got it right now.
Yeah, put out a fucking I mean, honestly, I don't really think he's been that good to begin with. Like, he's been all right. He's had moments. On the road, he seems to be better than at home for some reason. But, I mean, it's vice versa. But, yeah, I'm shocked they optioned him that fast, considering our starting pitching is kind of, like, up in question right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is.
Back this week, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're banking on with that.
I think it's the Thursday. It was later in the week. I know that.
I'd be shocked if it's Thursday
sure.
because we have a 4-game series against the Cardinals. I guess that would be Game 4 against the Cardinals, probably, right? Yesterday. Yeah, that would be Game 4 against Cardinals. So yeah, probably.
I think it was Thursday. I think so.
Yeah, the kind of talking about like the PCA and him missing that ball, which is totally fucking anybody who knows anything about Wrigley Field or this past weekend.
It whirls around over there, dude.
It fucking the wind was blowing 18 miles an hour out to center field.
Vortex out there
on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's game. Yeah. I was there for Sunday's game, which. I mean, you guys can't see my knees, but my knees are torched. My chest, I have sunburn actually from wearing this wide open. I have like a carafe of fucking Kool-Aid on my chest, as my brother said.
Nice.
But yeah, the wind like on Sunday, balls were just getting hit like routine pop-ups, and all of a sudden, dudes are just sprinting back, and every ball's landing on the warning track. I'm like, this is crazy. And other than that, I mean, the Mariners crushed the shit out of the ball, too. They hit multiple home runs. They ended up winning 14-6. It was really annoying, but still good offensive game. I mean, to see 20 runs in a baseball game, entertaining-ass game.
That is very entertaining.
But, yeah, that PCA ball, I mean, the ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. So, like, of course, he runs in, and then it's just like,
yeah.
Like, we all know that feeling of when that happens. You feel like a total goofball. But I seen this thing from BR Walk-Off. I'm sure you've seen that page before.
Yep.
They put out a outfielders power rankings, and I thought it was kind of horseshit, if I'm being honest. They got Aaron Judge at number 1.
I'm just going to say this right now. Be wary of Bleacher Report. They've been kind of memeing a lot lately.
I would like to believe that, but this does not seem this doesn't seem like meaningful. But they got Aaron Judge at number 1. That's not that. I mean, they lost.
Who did I see a side-by-side comparison to? It was someone, and Aaron Judge we crushed him. I forgot who it was, but nevertheless, sorry.
No, that's fine. But he is not the best center fielder in baseball. He's just not. I mean, it's legit, especially if you're talking like all outfielders, which they are. They didn't even specify just center fielders. It's all outfielders. They got him at number 1. They got PCA at 2, Kyle Tucker at 3, Corbin Carroll at 4, James Wood at 5, Stephen Kwan at 6, Helio Ramos at 7. They got fucking Juan Soto at number 8. Juan Soto defensively is truly kind of like bad. He is not good. He is not good. He 3 times this year he's missed like routine catches for what should be a guy who's making, whatever. So what did he get paid? Fucking $800 million or some shit, whatever. Ridiculous number. Fernando Tatis and Andy Pages. But for Judge to be number 1 and for Soto to honestly even be in the top 10 is truly Soto being in the top 10 is criminal. He's not even a top 10 outfielder. He's just not. He is not, dude. His defense is so bad. So bad, but hey, whatever. I guess that's... And people were cooking that list, too. I did read the comments because I'm like, there's no way fucking anyone buy this.
Dude,
and I
I'm
was trying to
telling you.
figure out if it was like a meme / Dov Kleiman post. And no, people were just like...
They've been doing it lately, dude. They put out a post today about the OKC's... Oh, our camera shifted.
Whoa.
There's a ghost in here.
I'm now the center of attention.
About OKC's parade. They're like, OKC's parade is packed to the brim.
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay, they're memeing. For sure. 110% memeing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move closer because I don't feel like adjusting that right now.
But, and in other news, big dumper baseball news. And speaking of the Cubs playing the Mariners, Cal Raleigh is doing something that's absolutely historic, especially for a catcher, let alone just even a regular MLB player. He's now hit 32 home runs so far before the All-Star break. He is 7 short of Barry Bonds' record by the All-Star break. So he's got 19 games to get 7 more home runs, and that would tie Barry Bonds for 39 homers before the All-Star break. That was also the same year Barry Bonds broke the home run record.
Dude, I have to say it. Just to play devil's advocate. I hate that stat. Granted, not taking away from what he's doing. It's awesome. It's nuts. But it's like, dude, it's like he's about to break a record, the home run record. Well, before the All-Star break. It's like Aaron Judge. It's like, dude, he just broke the home run record. But for the AL, not MLB as a whole.
Yeah. Of course, but I mean, there are
still nuts either way. I'm not taking away from the fact that it is nuts. It is nuts. I'm not trying to like shit on your, what you're saying. Just be like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Get out of my face. No, I don't mean like that. It's just,
it's like we've talked about it. It's just the
MLB,
amount of stats.
Yeah, the amount of stats is, it's insane.
It is insane.
Nevertheless, he is playing absolutely out of his mind.
Yeah, he's gone 5 home runs in 4 games now.
Yeah,
it's been
awesome,
truly insane. And even yesterday, like he went all. It was like the top of the 9th inning. He didn't have a home run, and the Mariners were winning like 9-2 or something. He comes up in the top of the 9th and just fucking takes 1 yard. And it's like, damn, dude, the pitcher looks so defeated.
Yeah,
and it's like, also the other reason why it's so crazy he is doing what he's doing is because he's a switch hitting catcher. First off, catchers don't hit home runs like this. That just doesn't happen. We talked about it last episode when we were saying that he caught Johnny Bench with the record of 29 homers before the All-Star break by a catcher, which is crazy because Johnny Bench was literally insane. But he's also a switch hitter. He's doing it from both sides of the plate, which is just... It's incredible, dude.
I get it, yeah.
He is just... I mean, it must look like a fucking beach ball to him right now.
It probably does. And that's... What is he on?
Yeah. Well, and also, I did see a good point by Mariners fans that it was interesting, like you were talking about when Aaron Judge was going to break the home run record for the AL, and they're like, oh, he's going to break the record set by Roger Maris. And it's like, yeah, and then remember word came out that they were like pitching him solely juiced balls. Like every game that he was playing, the players were like, yeah, these balls are different. Like they can tell the fucking difference. And it's like, yeah, MLB needs it to be Aaron Judge. They need it to be a fucking Yankee to break. Only a Yankee can break another Yankees record. And it's like these guys are saying, they're like, you think if Cal Raleigh gets up there this year, they're like, you think they're gonna give him juice balls? It's like, nah, probably not. And he's doing it in Seattle. Also, another thing that's impressive. Aaron Judge is hitting that. We've talked about this before, about the size of MLB parks and the kiddie pool that is Yankee Stadium. But he's doing it up in Seattle. That is extremely impressive. That's a big field. It's a big field up there. And, the amount of home runs he has would probably be a home run, and I would guess every single ballpark, as opposed to Aaron Judge, where it's like, oh, he had 64 home runs. They're like, yeah, well, 33 of them only would have been a home run in like 3 ballparks. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that is actually an insane stat every time they see that. I do like when they do that because it's pretty funny.
It is funny. It is really funny because it's kind of horseshit that teams can be. There should be like a minimum size every field has 100%. To be. It's kind of insane 100%. That it's not.
Yeah.
But
I'd agree.
Did you have anything on baseball? I feel like I've been talking about all the
No,
fucking...
dude, I honestly have nothing. That's why I said I really didn't have anything today.
Your boy Ronald Acuna is lighting it up still. He's got, I think he's got 9 home runs now.
He's the man.
Yeah, he is. He's just... I did see this guy, and it's a valid point. This guy is kind of basically pissed off because this last home run that he just hit, in a game that they were getting their asses kicked, late in the game, he hits a home run, and yeah, he took 25 seconds to round fucking to do his home run trot, and he's like literally like jogs to first, stop, pulls a pin on a grenade, throws it at the opposing team's dugout, covers his ears, he's rounding the base, starts flying as he's coming into second. Between second and third, he stops and shuffles in place, starts running again. It's like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, I hate that. I hate that so much, and he's always been that way, and that's one thing. That's why I'm like, I can't, like, I like him because he's really talented.
Yeah.
But it's like, maybe this is why you always get hurt. Maybe it's karma for being so goddamn cocky every single time you get healthy. Like, you're healthy. Just play baseball. But it's like, no, I'm fucking... He's killing it right now. He is killing it, but, like, hey, just keep killing it because, like, you are basically on pace right now. You're probably not going to be playing in another 20 games because you're going to get hurt again. So... Maybe. Just play.
I don't know if doing that's going to tear an ACL. I hate that argument. And it's honestly just like mostly old heads, I feel. And like purist.
It's a lot of old heads, yeah.
There is a fine line. I do agree. I will agree. There is a fine line. 25 seconds, whatever. Doing like multiple flashing things, that is a little silly. Not a little, it is silly. In any sport. Like showboating, like there's a fine line. But the argument of all the time, people are like, stop showboating. Just play the sport. Be respectful to the game. It's like, well, you've never done anything exciting in your life. Obviously, you fucking loser.
I guess it's just like, you know what? You even said it yourself earlier about the NBA. You're like, when fucking guys hit a big shot and they're fucking doing this shit. It's like, yeah, when you're losing by 6 runs in the 8th inning and all you do is hit a home run.
That is a bad actually time. That is an awful look. I will give you that. I do agree in that. Like
it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's an awful look.
Oh, you hit a home run. All right, cool. Well, your team's fucking losing. You guys are under 500. Your team's terrible. Like, just play the game.
And we've seen it like multiple times. I mean, like even in the NFL, like Lamar Houston.
Yes.
You know, he's getting all hyped up. He's like, I just sacked. They're on their 3rd string because they're beating us that bad.
Yes,
like,
we're losing by 28 points, and you fucking get a sack, and you jump in the air and tear your ACL. Yeah, it was awesome. Well, it's like. It's more for me. It's not about like respect. It's more like have some humility. Like where's your humility to your own? So how do you not feel embarrassed in your own skin to do that? Like,
yeah,
you know, like if I'm getting my ass kicked at something and then it's like anything, dude, and you finally score a point on someone, like if you're not like.
No, I agree. Yeah, in that situation, that's like a terrible look. If I'm the manager, I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like, dude, just come on.
It's like we are getting our dicks blown off, and you're doing this shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree with that.
I do kind of want to find his stat. His stat line is like kind of absurd right now. It's truly awesome. Oh, that's his one on the year. Let me look it up because here's some NBA news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Shams Charania just tweeted out a little bit ago. Boston, Atlanta, and Brooklyn are finalizing a 3-team trade that sends Kristaps Porzingis and a 2nd-round pick to the Hawks, Terrence Mann and Atlanta's number 22 pick to the Nets, and Georges Niang and a 2nd-rounder to the Celtics. That sucks. I like Kristaps a lot. Wow. Bummer.
All right, dude. Here we go. I looked it up. I just want to compare this real quick. Okay. So his 2025 season stats, Ronald Acuna Jr. And it says with an asterisk, Acuna made season debut 1 month ago today. He has 40 hits, 9 home runs, 16 RBIs. He's batting .396 with an OPS of 1.213. That's kind of crazy. And this is in 28 games, just to put this in perspective, 119 plate appearances. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. I was trying to find it. I can't find it. It's whatever. With 3 stolen bases, since that's obviously a big stat to the MLB. That's not good then. Only 3 stolen bases. That's weak.
He did just come back from his second ACL tear, though. So I mean, it's like that.
I was being sarcastic because obviously, we got to throw anything in there. It's like, well, he's the first guy to come back a month ago with 9 home runs, 396 batting average, and 3 stolen bases.
It is pretty impressive.
No, it is nuts, though. I mean, yeah, nuts. No,
it is
nuts.
really impressive. He is fucking lighting it up. But
yeah,
quit throwing grenades in the opposing team's dugout, dude. It was insane.
John Morant started a wave, dude. It's John Morant's fault.
It really was. It was truly insane to watch that. I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And I didn't even see the shuffle part. I just kept seeing him throwing a grenade. And then, I seen the whole clip of him getting, then he gets past second and he stops at shortstop and does a fucking 3-step shuffle. I'm like, this is getting out of hand. This is truly out of hand.
That's really bad. That's really bad. It's awful.
It is, dude. That Denzel, you got. I'll show you after we log out here. But
it's fine.
That Denzel Clark catch was absolutely insane.
I believe it. I mean, he's been doing it all year.
Yeah, he has been doing it all year. It's his 4th one now.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Something's going on. Drug test that guy now.
I did. I seen this. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of this or not, but Scottie Pippen tweeted out. This is about the NBA.
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Yeah, he tweeted out that picture of him. And he said, just watching NBA Finals Game 7. Never been in one myself, though. Reply to the comments y'all be blessed. Congrats to the Thunder on the win. And he posted an AI picture of himself with his 6 rings on in front of his computer.
Everyone kept saying, why is Scottie Pippen posting AI images?
Yeah, well, the guy said, why is Scottie Pippen making AI images of himself with 6 rings and a computer when he already is Scottie Pippen, has 6 rings and a computer? I'm like, yeah, dude.
It's so stupid.
It is stupid. It's like, why would he do that?
It was funny, though. I mean, it was pretty funny.
It was very funny.
It was just also the most random thing on earth, too. It was like, what the hell? Scottie Pippen out of nowhere?
Yeah, for real.
That was good.
I think it was all I had, pretty much.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah,
that's all I have. And as always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, comment.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Yes, for putting me in my place and being a great fan, like you always are. And let's get that engagement up, guys. Let's reach out. We'll get you some merch. How about that? That'd be cool. And we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.